Let's say hello to Brian Hall now, who's the Fiesta Bowl chairman of the board. He's joined by his wife, Carrie, son Max, and daughter Winza. Hall actually joined the Fiesta Bowl organization way back in 1986 and was elected to the board of directors in 1999 and is the chairman. Hall oversees the Fiesta Bowl organization, the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, of course, the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl, and more than 40 related and statewide events. You see those guys in the yellow jackets, the men and women who help out in the Fiesta Bowl organization. They are the ones that do a lot of the work behind the scenes to make all of this happen every year.
Yeah, and they give back so much. They primarily have 2 funding cycles each fiscal year, in the fall and in the spring. And take note of this. For the 2013 fall grant cycle, Fiesta Bowl Charities gave out more than $400,000 to Arizona charities. So just an incredible way that they give back. And although this event garners so much of the spotlight, there are, as you mentioned, Steve, events all throughout the year that lead up to this wonderful week here in the Valley.
And we see Robert Shelton there, and he just making his way through. This is Kelly Mero now, the committee chairman. Mero is part of the 2013 Fiesta Bowl committee chair. She's joined by his wife Cindy, daughters Quinn and Carson. Actually joined the Fiesta Bowl in 2005. He's volunteered for multiple events, including the Wells Fargo Fiesta Bowl $1 Million Hole-in-One, game operations, and the Queen and Court as well. I've taken part in the Hole-in-One, by the way, Katie.
I was going to say, how'd that go?
It's hard. It's really hard from about 130 yards out or so to try to put the ball in the hole. We actually had Rob Rutilla was the winner of that this year. He didn't get a hole-in-one, but he was the closest of the 48 golfing finalists there. 3 feet 9 inches,
wow,
which isn't bad.
He
and
still
he
won a
walks
prize,
away.
right?
Yeah, didn't win $1 million,
right,
but he won the 10-day Holland America Cruise Line cruise and round-trip airfare for 2 with tickets on U.S. Airways,
that
which of course is the airline
nice
sponsor out here.
Yeah, you're seeing the Fiesta Bowl committee members there, obviously representatives from the board of directors, the life directors, life members, ambassadors, the committee members. This is a group of dedicated business and civic leaders who work as the backbone of the Fiesta Bowl's fundraising efforts and provide all the leadership for the annual events that you see. And look what's coming up next.
And they're also riding on some of these trucks that are part of the Hall of Flame Museum. Really unique opportunity to see something special here in Arizona. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, it's located in Southeast Phoenix. It's the world's largest firefighting museum with more than 110 pieces of fire apparatus and memorabilia. It's always fascinating to walk in there and just to see how they used to do things. So they used to literally draw them on horse-drawn carriages at some point, then they used the motorized vehicles there. But it's just amazing. They keep all of them running, and it's a great place to visit, especially if you're into the nostalgia and the history of this event.
Yeah, and a great place to take the kids as well. As you mentioned, just incredible to see how much progress they've made through the years.
Some of the other folks we want to mention here, Amy Ashbaugh, who's the Ambassador of the Year, joined by your sister Stephanie and niece Amanda Herman. Amy was involved with the Fiesta Bowl because of her love of college football and the amazing people who work with the organization there. Favorite event to volunteer, of course, the Wells Fargo Fiesta Bowl Hole-in-One Golf Tournament, which is held every fall.
And these ambassadors, you know, as we mentioned, are so dedicated through the Fiesta Bowl in their experience and the hospitality of it all, really getting to let Arizona shine and show what a great state we are and how much we have to offer.
Yeah, it's been an amazing experience for so many people who come out here. And we got quite a turnout here as well in the grandstands. And you got to go all the way up and down Central Avenue here and just see people 3 or 4 deep bringing their kids out here. Some of them have been out here since early in the morning trying to grab a great spot. Some of the folks, of course, in the grandstand, some of the VIPs, family members of some of the Fiesta Bowl committee as well who get a chance to see this. But people turn out year after year for this, and certainly you couldn't ask for better weather.
Yeah, it's been just so nice. As I mentioned, this whole week has just been incredible weather throughout the valley.
And, of course, you see the Ford Mustang there for the official vehicle sponsor of the Fiesta Bowl. These are some of the Fiesta Bowl ambassadors that we mentioned, and they just help people out. They're there to answer any questions you have and really help people navigate their way through the 40 different events that are associated with the Fiesta Bowl each and every year.
We want to highlight a band who has traveled far to be a part of today's event. The Woodland Hills High School Band has come in from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. More than 2,000 miles they traveled to be a part of this. The parade program selection that they've chosen for you today: Grand Old Flag and Thriller. The band director is Thomas G. Crone, and the band assistant directors Kevin Shaw, Terry Zollner, and Brian Hopkins, along with the drum majors Christina Lewis. They're in their 5th Fiesta Bowl parade since 1995. Woodland Hills Marching Bands and Images Visual Ensemble draws members from 3 different schools within their district. So these are students from 8th grade all the way up to 12th, and they practice and participate in the band after school and are among the top performing art talents in Western Pennsylvania. If you'd like to talk with them or cheer them on Twitter, they are at the handle WH_marching band. Let's listen in.
Coming up next, the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl teams. Of course, the Baylor Bears and the UCF Knights. For 19 years, Tostitos has been the title sponsor of the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, and for 19 years, it's been the best party in college football. Grab your friends, grab some Tostitos, and bring the party. This year's matchup between the Baylor Bears and UCF Knights, as we mentioned, game time scheduled for 6:30, January 1st, University of Phoenix Stadium, and tickets still available. You can go to tickets.fiestabowl.org.
And you see dancing behind them there the giant Tostitos chip bag, Fajita scoops, and also the Tostitos chip bag Cantina. So great highlight of the parade out here. And also, as we've mentioned, so many bags of chips given out over the big party this week.
They actually are using the opportunity to introduce some new flavors of Tostitos. They've got so many different flavors at this point. So, again, great promotion for them, and great snacking opportunity for everybody along the parade route as well.
Great way to ring in the new year. Little salsa and chips.
Yeah, going to have to start working out, I think, afterward. A lot of people have that New Year's resolution to get going and get back on the exercise. But for now, it's time to just relax, enjoy a little holiday food, time with friends and family. A great time of year to do all of that.
We're getting ready to check in with ABC 15's Amber Sullins, who's always busy wearing her tennis shoes on this day, running along the parade route as it makes its way downtown. She's always getting the best interviews as well. And by the way, if you're wanting to chat with us, we have several ABC 15 representatives online, on Twitter, talking about the Fiesta Bowl parade as well. Join us on there. Tell us what you're loving by using the hashtag Fiesta Parade. This online conversation going on all throughout the parade this afternoon.
Amber, you out there?
Hi, Steve and Katie. I'm here with Governor Brewer, who always is out here at the Fiesta Bowl parade with us. And Governor Brewer, what's your favorite part about this parade?
Oh, I think all the people that come down with their children and enjoy the day. And haven't we had a great day so far with the weather? I mean, this is Arizona at its best.
It's perfect, right? All the visitors from the teams playing in the Fiesta Bowl, they're not going to want to leave.
They're not going to leave. They're going to stay here to keep coming back to visit us.
Perfect. So you're coming up on your last year in office. Do you have any big plans for the state this year?
Actually, I haven't decided whether I'm going to run or not, so I'm going to make that decision in February. But it's a great state. I love it with all my heart, and if I run, I expect to win, and if I don't, I will find another challenge to keep me busy.
What's been your favorite part of being the governor here in Arizona?
I think meeting all the people and doing the right thing for the state of Arizona, bringing it back, and it was difficult times, but it's been a big challenge, but much rewarding to me, very rewarding to me.
And of course, all our cities here are so gorgeous, but if you had to pick a favorite, what would be your favorite place? The one place you would tell visitors, you cannot come to Arizona without seeing this.
Now, that's not fair. We have so many beautiful cities and sites. They just need to come and spend a week and see it all,
All right, great answer. I love it. Happy New Year. Steve, Katie, back to you.
Is that like picking your favorite kid? That's kind of hard.
Yeah,
picking
and there
your
are so
favorite
many
Arizona
wonderful
city.
places, from the Grand Canyon through Sedona, up down all the way through Tucson. There's so many different landscapes to see in Arizona. You can't ask the governor to pick a favorite, certainly.
All right, up next in the parade is the Fort McDowell Veterans Association Elders.
Everybody in this group has really proudly served their country. Fort McDowell Veterans Association elders, including Frank Martinez, who served in the United States Army in the Vietnam War. He's a current member of both the Helicopter Crew Association and Fort McDowell Veterans Association. We've got Janice Martinez, who's the wife of Frank Martinez and president of the Fort McDowell Ladies Auxiliary.
Also, Colleen Stacy, veteran of the United States Army and current member of the Fort McDowell Veterans Association Executive Committee, and Harry Walker, who served with the 82nd Airborne Division in the United States Army. He's a Korean War veteran and a member of the Fort McDowell Veterans Association. So we welcome them all to the parade today.
Yeah, certainly. They are one of the reasons that we can all be here. They have sacrificed and spent so much time serving in various conflicts and overseas, just protecting us and protecting the freedoms that so many of us often take for granted when we enjoy the holidays with our family. But these men and women certainly know what it's like to sacrifice for their country.
The Fort McDowell Yavapai Nation has just a beautiful showcase today, a tribute to living on the land, in the land, and of the land of Fort McDowell. A small sampling of the plants and animals native to the Fort McDowell Yavapai Nation, as well as the picturesque mountains and dynamic desert floor that make up the Fort McDowell Yavapai's exquisite homeland. The Yavapai people have long respected this delicate balance between man, the land, and all the creatures, believing that the Creator binds us all, and to honor all with whom we share the earth. That's four-legged, two-legged, the winged ones, swimmers, crawlers, plants, and rock people.
The float also brings out the character of every animal represented in a playful way, similar to the stories the Yavapai children hear growing up of the trickster coyote, lucky roadrunner, the raucous rabbit, and the ever-majestic eagle. It's beautiful country up there. Head up Highway 87 and check it out for yourself.
Okay, let's check out the K-State University Marching Band representing the Big 12. The K-State University Marching Band began in 1887. They're known as the pride of Wildcat Land. They're just starting, so let's listen in. you are getting the feel at home that this is a massive band. Your television is not distorting things. This is a 350-plus member band spreading the purple spirit to all Wildcat fans, and they have a huge day ahead. Kickoff is set for 8:15 Mountain Standard Time against the University of Michigan Wolverines. You can find them online to talk to them about their performance today at K-State on Twitter.